Hello, Knight fans, and welcome to the second edition of the Pete Cinella Show. I'm standing here with the FDU women's head basketball coach, Pete Cinella. Pete, how you doing today?
Very good, very good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, always a pleasure. Let's jump right into it and talk about the Manhattan game, season opener at home, a tough loss to Manhattan, 73-63. Run us through what you like, some positives and some negatives from the game.
Okay, well, positives. First game of the year, we out-rebounded Manhattan. That was very good. We were happy about that. Anastasia Williams, Desiree Crawford, both with double digits on the boards. Kelsey Cruz with 5 from the backcourt. Also like the fact we kept our turnovers pretty low. Manhattan plays a unique 1-3-1. We kept our turnovers at 17. That was good. Balanced offense was another good thing. We had 4 players either at double figures or, Katie Buskey had 9. So we had 4 right there in the double figure areas with Anastasia Williams, Amanda Andretti's, Kelsey Cruz, and, I think Desiree Crawford's going to be in that mix quite a bit, as well as Katie Buskey. So balanced scoring was a strong point. Things we have to work on, we probably got to do a better job of getting more fast break opportunities. We need more steals, and we need more defensive rebounds. While we offensive rebounded at a very high rate, we've got to get more defensive rebounds and turn them into fast breaks.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're talking about the boards, Desiree and Anastasia were beasts on the offensive glass, all around, very well put game. You were talking about that preseason about really just figuring out how you're going to replace Livermore's rebounding ability and where the boards are going to come from. They showed up in the first game. How are you going to? What's the key that you saw from the first game and sustaining that margin going forward?
Well, the team really played hard for all 40 minutes. There's a lot of hustle. There was a lot of scrap. Manhattan was much bigger than us, and we were able to out-rebound them. So that was a very good sign for our team heading into the future. Now, we have to shoot the ball better, and we have got to make sure we cover better because Manhattan hit a lot of big shots. That was the difference. Manhattan outshot us. But with us out-rebounding them, that's a good sign for the future.
Absolutely. Nicole Isaacs, Steph's twin sister, I believe 5 of 8 from three-point range. They got a few open looks, but on the FDU offensive side of things, there were also some open looks, not to mention Kelsey Cruz in her second campaign here at FDU created a lot of opportunities for herself. Going forward, I think she's going to be scoring a ton of points this season. Didn't shoot as many threes as maybe last year. She was more of a spot-up shooter. But this year, in the first game, only 5 3-point attempts, was creating a ton of shots at the elbows, inside the lane, getting to the line, perfect 8 of 8. Just talk about her game against Manhattan.
Well, Kelsey Cruz has a varied offensive repertoire. She can shoot the 3, but really the best part of her game is that mid-range, almost post-up type of a game where she can shoot a turnaround, either shoulder or a pull-up, either right or left, 10 to 12 feet out, and she's using that to get to the basket more and also to get on the foul line more. She's also creating for others, getting a couple assists each game. That'll help her out as well. So, she had 21 the first game. We expect that. That's kind of what we expect each game out of her, and, I think she'll even play better as the year goes on.
Let's preview the upcoming 2 matches this week until we talk to you again next week. You have Army on Thursday night and Siena on Saturday afternoon at the Stratus Arena. You know both opponents, so run us through a little bit of a scouting report. Siena just played their first match, only rebounded 30, so you got to like your feel for that. Just with the boards you put up against Manhattan and Siena's inability their first game.
Okay. Well, Army we have on Thursday night at West Point. Very well coached team and a very tough team. They're probably considered one of the top Patriot League teams the last 2 or 3 years, and they won 23 games last season. A lot of veteran players. Player of the Year is back. Also another wing that'll probably be all conference first team. So this is a tough team. They execute their offense well. They play good team defense. They're a very physical team. We really have to play well, but a team from our conference, St. Francis, New York, beat them last night. So that gives an NEC team a good hope against a very tough Army team.
All right, that's all the questions I have this week. Good luck this weekend. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and that's Army on Thursday night at West Point, but Saturday, 2 p.m. at the Stratus Arena. Come out, and if you can't, NEC Front Row will have the broadcast for you. And stick around for just a second. We'll be talking to Desiree Crawford as well. I'm standing next to senior forward Desiree Crawford. Had to choose you for our first interview of the season, returning starter and senior. Thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the home opener against Manhattan. A tough loss, 73-63, final score here at Stratus Arena, but a tough one, and I think the team did look good. Just run us through what you thought, what you liked from the match, where the team's at right now.
I think that we definitely learned a lot from the loss. I think it was a great game for like the freshmen to come in and like see like how like up tempo things can get. I also think that it was like a great opportunity for us and battling with Manhattan when we went there and beat them before. So it was like a real good challenge. The only thing is that obviously defensively we need to get better, and offensively we just need to make more shots.
Let's talk about the rebounding, which Coach Cinella has stated every time we've pretty much interviewed him, is just how to make up for the loss of rebounding from Livermore, and just as a whole. I mean, there's not a lot of height in the front court this year, especially with the loss of Liv. But just against Manhattan, totally out-rebounded them, especially in the second half. I think 17 offensive rebounds in the second half. Just tell me what was key for you, for Anastasia, who also had double-digit rebounds in that game, and going forward, keeping it up.
I mean, for a big chunk of my years here, Liv has been like a huge part of the team, and obviously her offensive rebounding is definitely like key. So going into the game, me and Anastasia, we just realized that, you know, everyone needs to pick up the slack and grab some rebounds.
That was a good answer. I know everyone's been picking up the slack. It showed in the Manhattan game. You guys did phenomenally on the glass, and my next question is about the new style you guys have been trying to kind of on the fly incorporate with the loss of Livermore. It's a lot more perimeter-oriented, a lot of three-point looks. Kelsey Cruz kind of ISO, and Andrade's taking a few more shots herself. Just how's it working for the team so far? It looked pretty good in the first game of the season already.
I think that we just need to get used to it. We're not really used to there being like a 10-man rotation because it's always been probably like the 6 of us. But at the same time, I think everyone's getting used to it, getting more comfortable in the role. I think it's perfect for people who haven't played a lot before to get acquainted with the game before we go into conference play. And so I think that's really key.
Absolutely. And I agree that the rotations, I mean, at least in Manhattan, there was a lot of fresh faces, fresh legs in there, and I'm assuming that's going to be a theme kind of throughout the season.
Yeah, definitely, just because right now we have a lot of injuries and we don't know like what's going to happen in the future. I think it's important that everyone gets in there, gets their legs going, and then that way we can press down the line and not just one game at a time.
And the reason I brought you here, you're a senior. This is your senior year, along with Aaliyah. You are the 2 seniors in the squad, but you're the returning starter. And just where are you at in your senior year? You ready to lead the charge this year? How you feeling?
I'm always ready to lead, but I'm excited. I'm excited for it being my last year. I definitely want to like leave it all on the court, and I want to see us to make a step in the right direction my last year and to set up the years to come.
Perfect answer. Thank you. That's all I got today, and wish you the best of luck. Army tomorrow night, 7 p.m. at West Point, and then 2 p.m. you return to the Stratus Arena. That'll be on NEC Front Row as well. You can watch that. Good luck these next 2 games.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. FDNights.com.